In this video, we'll try to understand about insulin resistance and how can we reverse it and avoid diabetes complication in near future. Before beginning, let me tell you one thing. Most of the Indians are suffering from diabetes in today's time and scenario, and insulin resistance is one of the major cause for it. And let us rule out, dissect it, understand much more clearly what is the causing reason and why is this happening. Now, how will you get to know whether you have insulin resistance or no? There are certain signs that your body constantly talks with you, and some of them is, constantly feeling fatigue despite you have good amount of nutrients that you have taken. There will be an increased belly fat. You will see people extremely obese, or there will be an fat deposition around the abdomen. Extreme sugar craving, especially post meal, you want to have something which is sweet in nature. You will have a high fasting blood sugar levels and also insulin levels in your body. Now, what could be the possible reason for the insulin resistance and what could be the root causes? Well, our food and food habits play a huge role in this. Excessive sugar consumption, excessive ultra processed refined foods are one of the root causes for this, for leading to insulin resistance. Sedentary lifestyle, if you see, most of us sit for a very long duration and we physically move very less, is one of the reason for insulin resistance nowadays. Chronic stress and sleep happens to be very predominant. Recently, I read a research paper, which is my Fitbit study, which says that, India is the second most sleep deprived country in the world, and that is one of the leading cause for many of it. And stress is very predominantly high in our lives, I believe, and that is leading to insulin resistance. As I said, visceral fat, increased body weight, increased BMI will lead to increase in inflammation, and inflammatory markers are high. Then constantly, if your inflammatory markers are high, then there could be a possibility of you having insulin resistance. Also, nutritional deficiencies. Many Indians are nutritionally deficient, and various vitamins and minerals are not sufficient in their body, and that could lead to furthermore complications. Now, I will break down and tell you how can we reverse it, how can we reverse insulin resistance naturally. Well, when we say that we are sedentary, we do not exercise much. Specifically, when we say we don't exercise, we do not even strengthen our muscle mass. Strengthening your muscle is very essential. Retaining your muscle is even more essential in managing diabetes in long term. Well, if you're a diabetic and has lost a drastic amount of weight, please make a note of it that you have not just lost your weight or fat, you have also lost your muscle mass, which is a very integral part in managing your diabetes in long term. So make sure that you strength train, do cardiovascular activities also along with yoga. So combination of these three things will help you in managing diabetes efficiently in long term. I would say the next one would be, intermittent fasting or time restricted, eating also. This helps in, improving insulin sensitivity in your body and helps in managing your diabetes or, the insulin resistance to come down eventually. So that is the second thing. Eat whole foods, low glycemic index food, food that are rich in fiber, which will help you in managing your diabetes eventually. So understand about your gut health, understand how the gut plays its role, what resides in your gut, all those things. So gut is a trillions of bacteria which are residing in your gut. So feed them first so that they can yield you a good amount of health benefits in long term. Manage your stress efficiently, very important role. Deep breathing, pranayama, nadi shodhana pranayama are extremely recommended. Also, correct your sleep habits. As I said, sleep is very integral part. What I'll do is that I will share a free ebook below in the description. Please make sure that you get it and read it through and through, because I've shared more than 20 tips how you can improve your sleep health, as most Indians are sleep deprived, and that is why I'm trying to help you by educating. So the ebook is absolutely free. You just have to grab it, read it, implement it, and it is that easy, because I believe that the preparation for sleep starts from the time you have gotten up in the morning. So sleep is a very important part in our diabetes management. Please to read that ebook to improve your health and reduce the insulin resistance in the long term. Also, any nutritional deficiency, the last one which we were talking about. Check your nutritional deficiency once in a year. Make sure that you go to a doctor, sit down, get the test reports done, understand your overall health. How is it functioning? Is it in the normal ranges? Is there anything which is deficient? If there is a deficiency, correct it. That will help you in reducing the insulin resistance. So this was the whole video where we tried to understand the insulin resistance. Now, what is insulin resistance is something that I believe I might have not addressed, and let me tell you what. So insulin resistance is nothing else but when your body cells are not responding to the insulin which is being produced by your body efficiently. The cells in your body are not responding to the insulin. That is when we call it as the insulin resistance. So make sure that doing all those activities, correcting your lifestyle, will eventually help you bring down this insulin resistance and increases the insulin sensitivity, where your cells are so sensitive to receiving insulin and utilizing it as an key to open the door for the glucose get inside and utilize it as an energy eventually. So this is a step-by-step protocol that we were able to break down, educate you, and handle you in this journey. So with that, I will see you on the next video, and don't forget to grab your ebook, which is to improve your sleep health. See you in the next video.